What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports. You're watching our Big Ten channel, and we're going to go through every single team and tell you if we think they're going to be better or worse in 2024. Just some early thoughts on these teams, and we're up to Ohio State next. So the Buckeyes, will they be better or worse in 2024? They were 11-2 last year, of course, losing only one regular season game to Michigan, finished second in the Big Ten East. And we'll start with the offense. So what does it look like on that side of the ball? Well, obviously, you start with the quarterback position, and they'll add Will Howard, who is a pretty good addition. You know, I kind of have mixed feelings on this. I don't know that Will Howard has the ceiling of a C.J. Stroud, but I know his floor is a lot higher, and you know you're going to get very solid quarterback play out of him. I do believe it is an upgrade, and it's a veteran guy that can step in here and definitely help this team out. So I think they're going to be in good shape at quarterback. At running back, they are going to be in really good shape because Travion Henderson is coming back, but not just that. You add Judkins from Ole Miss. This is probably going to be the best 1-2 punch at running back. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it in the history of college football, but I mean, they have a chance to be up there because you're talking about two elite running backs. That is going to be a very dynamic duo there. You look at the wide receiver position, obviously losing Marvin Harrison Jr. is huge. Julian Fleming went into the transfer portal. Noah Rogers went into the transfer portal. Xavier Johnson's gone. So you lose some players there, but really good news that Egbuka is back. He's going to be their featured guy at that wide receiver position. And then you're just looking for some of these young players to step up. They've recruited really well at wide receiver. And so you would expect guys like Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis. These are players that I think can take that step forward this year. We'll see if it plays out that way. They've really, last year it seemed like they were locked into Marvin Harrison all the time. I know Egbuka still had a really good year as well, and he's a really good player. But maybe they need to spread the ball out a little bit more. I think that could help this offense. But still, even though you lose Marvin Harrison Jr., I think the wide receiver position, this group overall is still in pretty good shape. And same thing at tight end. You lose Cade Stover. They do bring in a transfer from Ohio. So that's not really a concern there. I think offensively they're in good shape. Again, quarterback, an upgrade. Running back, even better. Offensive line, that's another area where I don't worry too much. Now, they did at times struggle last year on the offensive line. They weren't great, but they were pretty solid, and you expect them to get better as they go through the offseason. Matthew Jones will be a big loss. Donovan Jackson, though, coming back is huge for them. So I think the offensive line will still be in pretty good shape for Ohio State. So again, when you look at the overall offense, quarterback, upgrade. Running back, upgrade. Wide receiver, a little bit of a drop-off. Maybe the same thing with tight end. I would expect the offensive line, again, with the off-season of growth, to be better. And so, yeah, overall, I think Ohio State's offense is going to be better in 2024. Maybe not a whole lot better, but I do think they'll be better. I think they'll be different. I think they'll run the ball more, and I think they should. Again, with this duo at running back, I mean, run the football if you're Ohio State, and we'll see if that does prove to be the case. All right, now let's go to the defensive side, an area where they made huge improvements this past season. I mean, huge improvements. You look at the defensive line, they bring pretty much everyone back. Jack Sawyer, JTT on the edge. You're talking about two of the best pass rushers in all of college football. They do lose Michael Hall in the middle. That's a big loss, but they do have Tyleik Williams coming back. Ty Hamilton will be coming back. So overall, defensive line should be even better, and one of the best defensive lines in all of college football. You look at the linebacker position, Tommy Eichenberg, that's a big loss. They lose him. Also, Steel Chambers. So this is an area where I'm a bit more concerned. They have Cody Simon coming back. CJ Hicks will be coming back. But depth and just overall talent at that linebacker position, a bit of a concern. That's probably the biggest question mark on this team, honestly, because they don't really have many question marks. And you go to the secondary now, pretty much everyone's coming back there. Had a couple of transfers at cornerback. That's it. Denzel Burke will be back. Jordan Hancock will be back. Igman Nosen will be back. So they are really in good shape in the secondary. At the safety position, Sonny Styles will be back. Lathan Ransom will be back. They're going to lose Josh Proctor. They're going to lose Cameron Martinez. Proctor's a pretty big loss. But other than Proctor, I mean, they really don't lose any significant players in the secondary. And, of course, they bring in the transfer Caleb Downs, an All-American type player from Alabama. And so, yeah, secondary should be better for sure. Defensive line should be better. Linebacker, maybe the one area where they're not quite as good, but overall, defensively, this Ohio State team should absolutely be better. I don't think there's any question about it. So if they're better on offense, if they're better on defense, that tells me this team will be better overall. I would say, yes, Ohio State will be better in 2024. Ohio State, Georgia, maybe those are your two front runners to win the national championship. I know we have a long ways to go through the offseason, but looking at it right now, it kind of looks like those are the favorites. And Ohio State might just be the favorite. This team is absolutely loaded heading into 2024. That's my opinion. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Ohio State will be better or worse in 2024? Let me know down in the comments below.